Hey T-Bolts, it's Mr. Daly.
And Mrs. West. We want to talk to you today about email. You may have found yourself feeling overwhelmed by the number of emails you've been receiving recently. But don't worry, we're going to help you figure out how to use your email as a tool that can work for you. Just like any tool though, it's important to understand how to best use it so that it becomes a resource. You should be checking your email daily, even multiple times per day, just like you check your text. Even in non-remote settings, it's important to know how to best manage your email, as email is going to be something that you use now as a student and in your future career.
Because of all that, today we'll talk about email essentials, the basics of using email, the expectations you have in terms of communicating via email, and also ways to stay organized with your email. Let's get started.
The first tool we're going to talk about today is starring. Starring is a great tool to use in order to help highlight something to remind you that it's important to come back to. So all you're going to do is just click on the star, it becomes highlighted yellow, and then you know that it's something that you want to look back to. Let's look at this email. It says important email. When I open it up, it says please respond with your preference by the end of the week. This is something I'm really going to want to make sure that I star because it's something that requires a response from me. I'm going to go ahead and star it. What you're going to notice though is when I go back, since I've opened it, it's now become just regular font. It's not bold anymore, and so it's kind of hard to see it compared to the other ones. So if I open that up, great. What I can do is I can actually label this and mark it as unread, and that's another way to help star something for yourself. You're going to have the star over here, and now you're going to go to these three dots and click mark as unread. That's going to show it as bold-faced again, so it's going to pop out a little bit more to you. If you want to only pull up the really important emails, and those are going to be the ones that are starred, you're going to go under Inbox, click on Starred, and now they're all going to show up here.
Another way to stay organized in your email is by labeling. So in your email, you don't just have an inbox. You have the ability to add other labeled folders, as you might think, to your email. If you scroll all the way down here on the far left side, you'll see something that says Create New Label. That is where you can create these different folders. So for example, you might have one for college. You might also have one for your counselor and communications from them. And you'll definitely want to create one for each class. So for example, first period, Mrs. Robinson. Once you have all of those created, they will show up here on the left side of your screen. Once you have all of your categories created, then you can begin sorting. And you can do this in two ways. The first way is by doing it manually. So you can read emails and assign them to different folders. So for example, I see this email about a college fair happening on Sunday. What I can do is after reading it, I can put it in the college folder. And it is then available if I go to my college folder. Okay? Heading back to the inbox, that is how you can manually do it. However, if you want things to automatically go to those folders, there's also a great way to do that. So for example, Mr. Zolt posted something in the Guidance Google Classroom. We can put all of those updates directly in that class folder. What you can do is you can click here on the email, you can review the email, and then you can filter messages like these. It's going to take you to a screen that looks like this. What you then want to do is click Create Filter, skip Inbox so that it does not go to your inbox, and then click Apply to the label and select the counselor label. So then, it will not go to your inbox right away. It'll go to your assigned folder for that class. Once you do that, you click there, and then that message, any messages coming from the Google Classroom, will go directly to that folder.
As we're wrapping up, there's a few additional features and tips that we want to talk with you about. The first one is the search function in your email. Sometimes when you have a number of emails, it can be challenging to just visually look at all of them and find the email that you really want. So if you go up here, click in the search section, let's say I want to look up Orchesis. When I type it in and press enter, any email that has the word Orchesis in it should show up in this window here. And I can click, and there it is. The next feature we'll talk about is how to appropriately use the trash function in your email. In the same way that you would want to clean your room in order to better find things that are important to you, you can do that with your email. So let's say I click on the morning message. After I finish reading it, I may decide that nothing in the email is relevant to me for that day. I can click on delete. However, oh my goodness, what if I just decided that I really didn't want that in the trash? All I have to do immediately is come down here and click undo. And it'll come right back. If you don't press undo in the moment and it goes straight to your trash, if you want to locate it at a later point in time, come on over here and you're going to scroll down. And we're going to look for trash. There it is. You're going to click on your trash, you can locate the email, and then move it back to your inbox. The next item we're going to talk about is following up on emails that you believe you have sent to just verify if in fact they have been sent to the receiver you intended. So let's say I believe that 2 days ago I sent an email to Mr. Daly, and I haven't received a response yet. Before I assume that he has not yet responded to me, I want to make sure on my end that I actually did in fact send the email. Sometimes it's easy to think that something has been sent when on accident it may have ended up in your drafts. So I want to double check my drafts to see if my email is in there. It's not. So it is not a draft. I can check then to see, well, did it actually get sent out? So I'm going to look under inbox. I'm going to click on sent. And once I click on sent, I can then search in sent to see the emails that actually have been sent out to the people I intended. If I see the email in there, then I know it has been sent. If not, then I know I need to follow up and send another email. An additional suggestion that I would recommend if you have a smartphone is to get these apps for your phone. You can actually get a Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Classroom, and Google Meets app for your phone. In this way, it'll be just as easy for you to check your text as it is for you to check your email, simply by opening an app on your phone. Finally, it's very important to actually set times and make this a regular routine for you to check your email. It's not just checking your email multiple times a day, but also being very thorough as you're looking through your emails. If you have set up the labels and folders, as Mr. Daly earlier explained, make sure that you are looking to check that each folder has emails that you have read. Otherwise, it can be easy to only look in your inbox and forget that you have folders that may have important emails that need to be looked at. When you go to your inbox, make sure that you are clicking on all emails that are new and also double checking any previous emails that you looked at and have starred to potentially come back to later.
We hope you found this video to be helpful to you as you go forward. Please know that successful students are also organized students. If you do have questions or concerns about organization, feel free to reach out to those around you. That could be your teacher, your counselor, your case manager, or even your friend. We're all here to help. Thank you for listening and have a great day.